Hey softball fans, Steve Butler here with Ricky Dominguez, Sonic 625, and Mr. Ray Cash. Ray Cash has been throwing U-Trip for 20 plus years, and he's given up some time today to talk with us about pitching, some pitching tips, how to throw different pitches, his pitching philosophy, and we appreciate you watching this video. All right, take it away, Ray.
Hey softball fans, Ray Cash here again. My good friend and brother in the Lord, Steve Butler, asked me to come out and do a pitching demonstration, some of the ways I used to pitch, and to come out and share a little bit of my testimony. I turned 49 years old 4 days ago, December the 23rd, and I want you to know that I played on some of the best softball teams that there were. The Larry's team, the Larry's Capitals team, Taylor Brothers, teams out of St. Louis, out of Colorado. I had a lot of fun doing it, I did. But there was something missing in my life. The Lord had blessed me in many, many ways. If you saw Steve's last video, he mentioned that his wife works in an emergency room. Well, Christmas is tough for a lot of people who are homeless, who are in recovery, people who feel like this is a time of year where they don't have a whole lot of hope. The reason they feel that way is probably because they don't have Jesus Christ in their life. I'm a recovering methamphetamine addict. I've been clean and sober, it'll be 8 years, February the 21st. And 8 years ago at this time, I was living under a bridge in Dallas area. I was homeless, I was strung out on meth, and I still have the scar on my wrist. I was sitting under that bridge and I started to cut on my wrist. And I'd lost my job, I went through a divorce, I'd lost everything I owned, I didn't even have any pride left, I had no confidence. I was one of the better pitchers in Texas. My friends and my family, all of the guys I played ball with, nobody would take my phone calls because they were either scared of me or they were tired of my bunk. One of the things I'd like to talk to you about pitching right now is pitchers, you got to be able to throw strikes anytime you want to throw a strike. Okay? Anybody can go up there and work, throw around the plate, but you got to be able to throw strikes. That's the most important thing. The best time to do that is in batting practice. If you can throw meat in batting practice, you can always throw a ball. You can throw it a little deeper, a little shorter, whatever you need to do. Strikes are important. The other thing, before you even get to the game, check out the wind conditions. For instance, if the wind's blowing in my face, I like to throw a knuckleball. I use my fingernails in the seams, and it's a pretty good knuckleball. If the wind's blowing from left to right, I try to come out here as far as I can and throw a breaking pitch because I use the seams and I throw the ball across the plate. Okay, on my knuckleball, what I do is I put my fingernails in those seams right there. Anywhere on the softball, you put your fingernails in those seams. If the wind's blowing in your face, I promise you, if you can get that knuckleball down, it'll knuckle real good. I've had real good success with that. That's how you hold it right there. Okay?
Curveball.
The curveball. You have to use the seams in slow pitch softball to get the ball to break, okay? What I do is I put, just like in baseball, I put my fingers long ways on the seams. I don't do anything with my wrist at all. I just bring the ball in, let the wind carry the ball in. You hold it just like that. If you're right-handers, you'd hold it the opposite way to break it into a left-hander. Left-handers, you break it into a right-hander. Use the seams and use the wind to your advantage. You'll be able to throw a pretty good curveball.